Morning, Nicole. Good morning, Elena. Good morning, Zach. Good morning. Good morning. First off, I'm gonna have to apologize. My voice is a little scratchy. I have really bad allergies, and the wind killed me on the way here. I'm gonna first off apologize for that. Right. Imagine yourself driving down a back road around 1 in the morning, and you pull up to a stop sign. If you're about to go through the intersection, you get T-boned. Well, the person in the other car was texting while they were driving. You're in serious condition and rushed to the hospital. I personally have not been in this kind of accident, but I've seen a lot of it on the news here and there. As stated in the article, trends and fatalities from distracted driving in the United States from 1999 to 2008, 2 out of 5 drivers in distracted driving fatalities have been younger drivers. Today, I'd like to convince you that texting while driving is dangerous in the ways we can prevent it ourselves, in the ways that others have helped prevent it themselves. Right, by show of hands, how many people text while they drive? Please be honest.
Me, very
No. Okay.
At red light.
Have
Yeah,
any of you
red
guys
light. Red light.
have any of you guys been in accidents?
No problem.
No? Okay, good. Most Americans today feel like we need to be on that phone. We need to know what somebody else wants to or is doing, what they have to be doing. We can't be in the moment. We can't be with the people that are in front of us right now. That's the one problem and the main reason why we text and drive, is we always have to know what somebody else wants or what they are saying. We can't just put our phone aside and just be ourselves and be our own world. Matthew Roser, senior researcher assistant at the Human Performance Lab at the University of Massachusetts, states that using a cell phone, which does not require or involve as many glances away from the road as like you can play with cheeseburger, changing a radio station, or playing with your GPS, it ups your chances by 4 to 6 times more than regular driving, which is basically the same as if you were intoxicated while driving. So basically, the risk that you're taking of texting while driving is the same as if you were driving drunk, which I hope none of you guys do. All it takes is just 1 second to look away from the road, and then you can get into an accident. In the article, from I said before, Trends and Fatalities from Distracted Driving, states that in 2008, approximately 1 in 6 fatalities were from distracted driving. This is a really low ratio, and really don't want to see anything like this, because that means more people become distracted while they're driving. They're not paying attention. They're focused either on the radio, their GPS, their cell phone, on the phone, or texting, which can cause a lot of damage to either a person's life or a car. Now that I've just gone over the problem that's texting while driving, I want to talk about what we can do as people ourselves to prevent this. Most people think that they can multitask. They can text and drive whenever they want. They would not know what happens to them. The problem is unless you have an iPhone with an app that can do an automated text through voice command, you're going to be glancing over, trying to swerve off the road. You might hit a car, a deer, or a telephone pole, maybe even a tree. The easiest way for us to prevent any of this is put your phone on silent. Take it off vibrate, put it in your pocket, your purse, just put it away. Don't pay attention to it. If it accidentally goes off, don't bother with it. Just keep going, don't worry about it. This way, we're not going to be worrying about what did they say, trying to reach over and grab it or try and hide it while you're driving. It's not worth the risk. Dr. Daniel Berry, president of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons and Orthopedic Trauma Association, states that if you're going to drive, just drive. Take care of your potentially distracting activities before you start your car. Activate your GPS, write your memo, shopping lists, call whoever you have to call. Do all that before you go on a drive. Now, I want to put something in your heads. Say you receive a text from a friend, and they say it's really, really important. Well, what do you think they would just call you? It's that important? I mean, is it really worth the risk of your life to answer that call or answer that text or read it or anything? According to a report published by the National Highway Transportation Safety Association in September 2009, 5,870 people were killed in 2008, and an additional 515,000 people were injured due to distracted driving. That's a pretty high number. If you really need to talk to someone, you can get a Bluetooth. Just hook it up, plug it in, and go off. Or just turn your phone off. Don't even bother having it on while you're driving. Now that I've gone over what we can do, let me talk about what a couple other people have done to help us. And knowing that we have the ability to drive and text at the same time, you would think that there'd be someone that can try and do whatever they can, anything possible to stop us. Just like the laws now. Can't speed, can't drive drunk, which obviously no one wants to do. But there's a few ways that other people have done this. I found an article in the St. Petersburg Times in which a guy by the name of Barry Thompson, he was driving down the road, he almost got ran over. The guy was texting, didn't pay any attention to him. So he went out and instead of complaining to everybody like everybody else has been doing, he did something about it. He went out and found a couple tech guys in different companies that make apps for the Android and iPhone. And he came up with an application that would block incoming and outgoing messages while in a moving car. I found this pretty interesting and a great app for me, because you never know. I mean, what if you get that text that makes you go grab it, or you're really excited for something? You're driving down to, say, the Flyers, you want to go, you want to see what somebody said. Well, I found the app for the Android. I looked up, I researched it. I found it on AndroidZoom.com. If any of you want to look up, but it's $1. I looked up for the iPhone, I went through all of iTunes. Could not find it at all. I don't know if it hasn't come out yet. It said it was supposed to come out in March. I don't know if it has. Maybe it's hiding somewhere, a different name. Another way that people are trying to help prevent us from stop texting while driving is police. I know in at least Philadelphia, they've come up with a law that's basically you get a $75 ticket for your first offense if they catch you on your phone. Texting, calling someone, just reaching for your phone. And I remember seeing on the news that from Channel 6, the day that the law was passed, there were about 20 people that they had interviewed after they've gotten pulled over to get their reaction, how they felt about it. And it was kind of surprising to see 20 people in just one afternoon. Now, in the overview from Opposing Viewpoints on texting while driving, states that in November of 2009, texting while driving laws were in the books in 18 states and the District of Columbia. and then more individual cities like Philadelphia, as I mentioned earlier. Additionally, 21 states ban cell phone use by all new drivers. So anyone that's, say, 16, or if they raised the law to 18, which I think is in process, then they will not be able to text while driving. Sending or receiving one text message worth risking your life. You've heard about all the dangers of texting while driving, and also the ways that we and others can help prevent us from doing this. This will help us focus on our driving more instead of just texting. We can be the better drivers or the good drivers that we all act like we are, even though we kind of aren't. I'd like to leave you guys with a story and then a short clip after. There was a teenager driving down on Route 202, texting while driving, came up to an intersection, didn't see the red light, T-boned, hit a car. He gets out of the car, makes sure the other driver was okay. Then he discovers the car he hit and killed was his own mother. I'm going to show you guys a short clip. It's about 30 seconds long.
Across this median, it ended in striking the bridge that you can see behind me.
When I got to the scene, her face was disfigured from sliding down the roadway. It's funny, the first thing I noticed about her was her shoes. Lying in the roadway in a large pool of blood, I noticed her shoes and I thought, this is a young girl. But that's the first thing I thought when I saw this. And at that point is when I noticed her cap and gown was still in her car. She was going to graduate the next day. It was just a really horrific scene, all because of a senseless text message.